50 miles an hour in second. I literally got on this about 2 minutes ago. I just picked up a BMW R1200 GS from ridershare.com. Pretty good arrangement. I thought I got it this GS for a good daily rate. So I ran into RiderShare about, I don't know, a month ago. Really cool app if you want to put your bike up for rent, or if you're if you're a rider and you want to try different engines and platforms for the short term. It's a good option. You might be able to tell we're still under heavy smoke here up in the Bay Area. I wouldn't say ideal riding conditions, but you make the best with what you got, I guess. And at least for this weekend, I'm going to be tooling around on a GS. And from what I read, right, well-balanced bike. It is 500, almost 600 pounds, but it doesn't feel like it when you're in motion. All of that's true, man. See, this thing has gobs and gobs of power. Oh, hell yeah. This GS is something else, man. Okay. We'll just go, I guess. I'm having too much fun getting used to this thing. All the smoke. What is it, like 2 o'clock, 2:30 right now? Who would have known you'd need to be driving around with lights right now? We set up this GS for when I picked it up to have the low setting seat. And from factory, this is actually a low version GS. It feels pretty good, just standing at a light. You know, I'm not on flat-footed, but I'm basically on the balls of my feet, which is good. I'm digging this bike, but as far as ergodynamics, I mean, this feels straight up like a like an adventure bike should be. I mean, it can stand maybe some risers on here, but as it is right now, I feel pretty comfortable. I don't feel like I'm too lean far forward. I'm very straight up. I'm seeing traffic pretty good. So no complaints there. All right, slow turning. That isn't bad. I mean, it doesn't feel like a 500-pound machine. It didn't take me long to get used to this GS. So I'm back on my twisty road, testing out the 1200 GS here. I mean, I think I'm sitting in third gear, right? Yep. And I don't feel the need to downshift because it's got plenty of torque to just get out of these turns if you need a punch. Oh man, this feels so good. The other thing about this GS is I think this has a stock muffler on it, and it's honestly just a polite muffler. It's not as obnoxious sounding like my FMF pipe on my WR250R. But it does, when you do rub it, I mean, it is a deep note. So you can tell it's got some punch behind that throttle turn. I have this on the windshield on I think the highest setting maybe. I don't feel any buffering or any issue with the wind coming against my helmet or my chest. I could already tell, like at least the dirt riding I've been doing lately, like glorified single track forest trails, you know, this big boy can probably do just fine. The seat on this GS, I mean, I'm kind of a slim guy, so this fat ass seat is actually pretty comfortable for me. Very agile, nimble. I mean, throttle on reserve at any time. Man, that was the easiest to 60 miles an hour I've ever felt on a bike, man. Well, I'm in traffic. Now I'm going slow speed here, and it doesn't feel bad. I mean, it feels very balanced. was incredible. It's definitely fun. Let's try that again. Here we go again. Put a mask on. Getting smoky here. Oh, having way too much fun, man. Having way too much fun to stop right now. We're gonna try it with a more spirited mode. Let's see how this works. Road, Dyna, Enduro, Enduro Pro, Rain. I think Dyna is a sport mode. So let's check this out. Oh, there is a big punch to this Dyna setting, whatever it is, dynamic. Oh yeah, that is a punch, man. I better slow down, man. Here we go. Oh, that even lifted the front wheel. Jeez, this thing is a beast, man. I lifted the front wheel at, what was that, 50 miles an hour? And second. Golly, man. Anyways, initial impressions. I think I said it on the ride. This thing is just a plush, luxurious, kind of all-purpose vehicle. You know, refined enough to kind of crawl through the suburbs without any issue. Just quiet but if you want to just open it up and just haul ass, this thing has gobs and gobs of power. Honestly, I thought it would be way too big for me, but it handles like a dream. It is a big machine. I mean, it owns the lane. You can definitely feel very confident about owning your lane. It's not top heavy. I think the Boxster engine feels great. I mean, the transmission box on this thing is, you know, I guess it's notoriously clunky, which basically means it's like, you know, you got to kick it into gear and then you got to hear for the clunk. But those are all insignificant drawbacks to this very well-engineered machine. It's a BMW R1200 GS. What a pretty bike. There's a GS against the apocalyptic looking hills covered in smoke here in the Bay Area. So glad I rented it for the weekend.